Good afternoon, Finding Me family, kings and queens. I'm going to make this quick because I've spent most of my lunch break talking in a Facebook debate, I guess you could say, about something that I definitely don't want to mention on here. But today is June 22nd, of course. Mantra number 22 says, your mind, heart, body, spirit, and soul are all one. And I hashtagged it, balance and sync. This was great for today because if your mind isn't in sync with your body, your heart isn't in sync with your mind, your soul isn't in sync with your spirit, and they all aren't in sync with one another, then you're going to be unbalanced. Nothing is going to function right. And it's funny that this happened to fall on today because when I woke up, everything about me said call off. And I was like, no, I can't call off. I need to take these days and save them for my vacations and stuff that I have coming up because I'm planning on some things. Well, when I got to work, man, you talk about unbalanced life. I was like, what the hell? Who threw a bomb in here? It was crazy. So I was like, dang, because I was going to post this and I was going to do this prior to me getting to work. However, when I went to post it, I noticed that I had put a Y at the end of mind, so it looked like Mindy. So I'd left my art journal at work in my desk drawer, so I was like, let me just wait till I get to work. That way I can rewrite it and do the picture over and start posting from there. So as I, finish up getting things back in shape at work, I grabbed my art journal and I'm like, let me fix this so I can post. And then I read that, I was like, dang, I really needed this today. Thank you, younger version, a few days, like maybe a month ago of me, for reminding me of the things that I need to do. I need to make sure that everything is in sync. Otherwise, things can be in disarray and your life will go crazy without you even knowing or understanding why, until you take that moment and take a step back and realize, like, hey, I need to get it together. Something is not balanced here. Something is not right. And all of these things hold energy. Your mind and your spirit hold the biggest and the largest amount of energy you could ever imagine. Your spirit is what shines before you get there. That's the most powerful energy you have. Wherever you're going, your spirit shines there before you get there. It's dull before you get there. So, your mind is what's telling your heart and your body what to do. And your spirit is guiding you. And if your spirit is not in a good grace with your mind, then you're going to be all out of whack. So, I encourage you on a daily basis to start fresh every day. I know a lot of you don't know a lot about the ancient Kemetic ways, but the Eye of Horus, if you break it down until its symbols, it means 100%. Most things will show that it says 99%. And that other 1% to make it 100% is to empty yourself out and to fill yourself back up on a daily basis. So at night, you need to clear yourself of everything that you experience for that day. And while you sleep, your body, your mind, your heart, your soul, and your spirit are being reborn again as one. That way, when you wake up, you are back to 100%. Do not take yesterday's into today's. Do not put tomorrow's into today. Don't do that. Now you guys understand why I say deal with it at that moment. Get it over with. If it's something you have to necessarily take with you into your near future or your later future, then do so. The most you should take with it is the lessons that you've learned from it and the wisdom that you've gained. Other than that, it isn't worth it. It is so not worth it. It's Wednesday, it's hump day, and of course that means it's wow, which is word of the week. I chose patience for today, and I chose patience because I was honestly speaking to my king, my husband, about patience last night. And it wasn't a bad conversation. It's a very, very, very wonderful conversation. I actually was thanking him and telling him how much I appreciate his patience with me, and just in general. But this is what was so captivating about reading the definition of patience, because most people, when you think of patience, you think of, oh, I need to slow down, I need to be able to wait. That's what comes to mind with most people when they think of patience. But let me tell you something. Let me read this definition to you. And I just want you to think about it afterwards. And every time you feel your impatience growing, I want you to think about the definition of patience. It's that deep. The definition of patience is the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, trouble, or suffering without getting angry or upset. It doesn't mean wait. It does not mean wait. It's all about self. That is a spirit full of things to think about. That is a spirit full of things to manage and control. Put yourself in balance with it, everything about your being, and get in sync with yourself. Your life will be in such a better state. Are you going to have bad times and bad moments? Yes, you will. But at the end of the day, you will be able to clear yourself. You will be able to empty yourself out so you can fill yourself back up again. And if you can't do it mentally, physically, spiritually, or emotionally, here's a trick for you to try. I want you to take a glass, an empty glass, and put it by the side of your bed on your nightstand. And leave it there overnight while you sleep. And then when you wake up, I want you to use that same glass to fill it up in the morning and have your first drink of water. That's my queen swag for the day. I'm on some deep shit today. I love y'all.